Hey there, Cecilia here, and today's video is all about the three things that you need to do to overcome the no and get to the yes. If you can overcome these three things, Russell Brunson calls them the three dominoes. I call them the three filters. If you can get past these three filters that people have when they hear about your offers, you are almost guaranteed to get them to say yes to whatever it is that you have. Now, these three filters are things that are going to change the game and how you present your offers to your ideal client, customer, or business partner. Before I get into them, for those who don't know me, my name is Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, and I teach business owners how to make money online using automation, AI, and Facebook. And wherever you're watching me, give me some likes and love, drop a comment, share this video with someone who needs to see it. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and click that bell so you get notified whenever I post something new. So let's get into these three dominoes, these three obstacles, these three strategies that you need to have when it comes to presenting your offer. The three reasons why people say no to you is one, they don't like your offer. They don't see value in what it is that you have. That's number one. Number two, they feel as though, yeah, it'll work for everybody else, but it's not going to work for me. These are their internal beliefs. And then there's number three, the external beliefs, the things that they believe about their environment that are going to keep them from being successful when they use your offer. If you can overcome all three of these strategies, these obstacles, then you again are going to see more yeses than nos in your business. So let me break them all down for you. So let's start with the first domino, which Russell Brunson calls your vehicle. Is the thing that you have to offer people to get them to the other side of their pain. Studies have shown that people are prone to run towards pain and away from pleasure. Why that is, I don't know. But if you can alleviate a pain that someone is having, you are definitely going to keep their attention faster than if you're selling them unicorns and rainbows, right? So in my business, one of the things that I offer to my clients is software called the Speaker Event Finder. This software allows speakers to find the stages for their message that match their expertise, their audience, and their location, whether they want to be 300 miles from their hometown or if they want to do it internationally. My software will help them find the right stages for their message. Now, with this, however, I've got to lay the groundwork for the other things that people are doing to find events that match their message, their expertise, their audience, and location. Well, what are they doing? They're scrolling Google. They probably got spreadsheet hell going on trying to keep track of all the outreach. They are looking for referrals. They're probably a part of a shit ton of Facebook groups like I am. They're probably in some LinkedIn groups as well. They are making disingenuous connections on these social sites, trying to find a way to get in to tell people what they speak about and to speak on their stage. Now, there's a lot of Facebook groups out there, the Be a Speaker, Need a Speaker type groups. I think I'm about 35 or 40 of them myself. LinkedIn is a little more covert, so you do have to kind of fish around to find the right audience or the right people. And if you're pitching to organizations and corporations, it's even harder to break through that door to find the people, the gatekeepers, the ones who are in charge of finding people to speak on their stages for their events. So once you hear all of that, did that overwhelm you a little bit? I know it does to my clients because a lot of them have done exactly that. And then let's talk about the free sites. There's a ton of free sites out there as well. But the goal of the free sites is to find people to fill the audience, not to find the people to speak on stage. Now, there is a way you can backdoor to get to the people who are booking these stages, but it's going to take a little work. Actually, it's going to take a lot of work, right? And then there's paid sites. With these paid sites, they also have events where people are physically actively looking for speakers, but you got to pay to play and you got to know what to say. So that way you stand out to the event organizers in the sea of 2,272 people who are also trying to pitch the same event organizer. Well, that is the problem. The solution is my software, the Speaker Event Finder. It's an app that I built where you enter in your information being your name, your email, your location, your speaking topics, your content links, your industry, where you want to speak, and then you pick the industry size and the type of audience that you want. Do you want a podcast? Are you looking for paid events? Are you looking for live events or live and virtual events? All of these are options that are inside of the software. Once you enter that information and your date, of course, right? You got to look for your dates that you're interested in. Once you put that in the software, it actually goes out and finds events for you by searching all of the internet and putting all of them right there in your face in front of your fingertips. Anyone that uses my software has found anywhere from 20 to 70 events in a single search. So that is the vehicle. And that's how I do it. I do it in a more polished way, of course, inside of my presentations for my webinars, but that's how I introduce the vehicle, right? So for those people who were like searching, they got Google spreadsheets that got all these links in them and they're in spreadsheet hell, and they hear that this software will do it for them, that makes their ears perk up. So that's the first domino that I have to knock down to show them that there is a better way. So what's your first domino? Your domino, as Russell Brunson calls it, is the vehicle. It's the thing that you have that's going to get people from where they are to where they want to be. Where they want to be is on stage. So what do? I show them an easier way to find the right stages. Then there's vehicle number two. These are the people's internal beliefs, the thing that you have to overcome to get them to say, okay, so I like her vehicle. That's cool. That's cool. But I don't know how to use AI. Or no, more importantly, I don't know what to say to the event organizer. So once I find an event with your software, how do I do the outreach? Well, I toppled that domino by creating custom GPTs. So within my software, people can use custom GPTs that not only creates their personalized outreach, but it helps them speak to the event organizers in a way that says, I know what your people are dealing with. These are the things that I talk about that are of interest to your audience, and this is the problem that I can help them solve. So my software basically creates their personalized presentation deck, their email outreach, sample voicemail scripts, and if they're chosen, it also creates a promo package. Granted, I'm oversimplifying that as well, but the internal belief is, okay, great, I found an event. Now, what do I say? Well, I toppled that domino by giving them custom GPTs that tells them exactly what to say. Not only does it tell them what to say, but it also helps them build out their entire presentation so that they can speak to the struggles, pains, wants, needs, goals, and desires of the audience. And it helps them create an offer so they can sell from stage or the back of the room with confidence. So now I've taken away that I don't know what to say by saying, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you what to say. And then the third domino are the external beliefs. These are things that people have that are out, they feel are outside of their control. And what I do to topple that domino with my speaker event finder is explain to them is that you only need to use our software 2 to 3 times a week. Find 3 to 5 aligned events, put them in our tracker because we have a tracker built inside of our software. And then our tracker keeps them on track so they know when and how to follow up. So again, their external belief is like, this is too much. I don't know I'm going to keep track of all this. This is just nothing. I mean, I'm too busy, right? I work a full-time job. I've got 3 kids. I'm a single mom. I'm a single dad. Whatever their excuse may be for not having time, I have taken time out of the equation by telling them how little time it's going to actually take to build their pipeline, nail their outreach, and get the visibility they need for growth and success. So that's how I topple the 3 dominoes with my speaker event finder software. Remember, it's the vehicle, which is your offer, their internal beliefs, which are things that they feel they don't have in order to be successful. And then there's their external beliefs that says, yeah, okay, that's all good, but I got this, and this going on in my life. How can I make it work? So again, this is just my example of how I use the speaker event finder and my software to help topple 3 dominoes that people find as they're trying to build their speaking career, to show them that my software with the custom GPTs is the best alternative for them. But the principle is still the same. What is your vehicle? What is that thing that you have that's going to help help people get from where they are, which is in a horrible place that they don't want to be, and get them over to the other side, which is exactly where they want to be. How are you going to stop their pain so that way they can get to where they want to be and get the pleasure? They're running away from pain. They're not running towards pleasure. That's why you have to tap into the pain piece. And then the second part of that, again, the internal beliefs. You have to tackle all the reasons why people think they can't do it. I'm not technical. I don't know how to use ChatGPT. Well, that's why I made custom GPTs. It walks you through the entire process. It just gives you prompts and you answer questions. Some of the other internal beliefs that people have is that I don't have any experience. Well, that's the other thing. My software makes you look like a rock star. We just did a presentation last week where she gave me one speaking topic, one content link, her YouTube channel. She gave me no keywords, so I had to build out her SEO keywords. And then me think, what else did she have? She gave me her speaking topic, one YouTube thing, no keywords, and I built all that out for her. And I showed her live and in real time how to look like a rock star in front of an event organizer. I took all of that. We found her an event in our software, and then we showed her how to apply for that event. So anyway, so that was another way to break that internal belief. And then, like I said, when it comes to the external factors, telling somebody that we can find these 70 events, well, that would be overwhelming for anybody. But if you only need to just jot down two or three of them 2 or 3 times a week and then get that outreach pipeline going, it seems more doable. It seems more manageable. It seems like something that is going to be accessible to anyone who is serious about building a speaking business or a speaking career. So that's what I got for you guys today, how to overcome the 3 obstacles that get people to say no so you can get to the yes. Russell Brunson calls them the 3 dominoes: the vehicle, the internal beliefs, and the external beliefs. If you can take all that and wipe it out, the way you present your offer has to do that. And if you can do that in a way to where it makes sense to your ideal client, customer, business partner, you are well on your way to making a lot of money. If you want more tips like this, my name is Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, and I teach people how to make money online using automation, AI, and Facebook. And I invite you to join my Facebook group, Prospecting Made Easy, Automated Solutions that work for any business. You'll find the link somewhere around this video. It is a free Facebook group, but inside of that group, you can bring to me your burning questions about marketing, Facebook ads, irresistible offers, and all things that encompass digital marketing. That being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Don't forget, join the Facebook group. Bye.